My name is Dave Trott. I was the president of the association in 1997, and one of the things I remember most about that time is how I became president. I always kind of consider myself the Jerry Ford of the Mortgage Bankers Association. At the time in '97, I was on the board. Mike Lubig was the president, and Peter Kehoe from Comerica was the vice president. And Peter took a job with a bank in Philadelphia, so he had to resign. And then Tom Cronin became the vice president, and then he ascended to president when Mike left. And my wife and I were down on a vacation in March of '97 on the island of Nevis in the Caribbean. And the hotel manager came out and found us on the beach and said, "Mr. Trott, I have a message for you." And I looked at the message, and it was Mike Lubig, and he said, "Please call me as soon as possible." So I went into the hotel and called Mike. Well, it was after 5 o'clock on a Friday evening, so I couldn't get a hold of him. And I was curious as to what was going on, so I called Plymouth Information because I knew Mike lived in Plymouth, and got his home number and called him late on a Friday evening, and he said that Tom Cronin had resigned and moved to Denver. So I was now the president of the association. So that was kind of a surprise. And when I became president, I thought the association was kind of in a period of transition. We had had an executive director who was a part-time employee. The offices at that time were shared space in an accounting office. We didn't have a copy of our own, and I thought that the infrastructure of the association was woefully inadequate. So I embarked on a mission to replace the executive director, which was difficult because she had been with the association for 10 or 15 years, and find a full-time executive director with full-fledged offices and a full-service operation. And we found Joanne towards the end of my tenure as president and made her an offer, and she accepted. Then we had a bit of a twist. During David Byrd's first week as president, he called me and he said, "Dave, we have a problem." And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Joanne's law firm, Dykam, matched our offer or made her a better offer, and they want her to stay. They don't want her to leave. And so I guess we have to start searching again for an executive director." Well, I had great confidence that Joanne was the right person, so my comment to David Byrd was, "Well, that's a bunch of baloney. We just have to match the offer or do better. She has to come over and work with the association." And so we did that, and she accepted and came over, and it was a great decision for the association and hopefully for her as well. In the news back in '97, the Wings won the Stanley Cup. That was a great thing, and Woodson won the Heisman Trophy. Princess Diana died that year. Some scientist somewhere in the world cloned a sheep, and we also had the Titanic come out, the most expensive movie ever made. Probably one of my favorite memories about serving as president is just the people I worked with. Over the course of the year, I had just developed profound respect for David Byrd. He's just a wonderful individual, and I did quite a bit of work with Lisa Harris and Margaret Feskhorn, and just have a great respect for them, both their ability and their intelligence and their commitments, and just wonderful people to work with, and we had great fun, and I enjoyed the opportunity to serve as president, and it's a great association. I was happy to contribute during that time for an organization that's done so much for me.